Welcome back to my channel, Pocket Change Coins. If you're excited about finding hidden gems in your pocket change, you're in the right place. First, we're going to uncover some of the most valuable and rare US coins that could be worth a fortune. Let's dive in. We're diving deep into the stunning and historically rich Kentucky quarter from 2001, a coin that has left a lasting impact on the numismatic world. The Kentucky State Quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008 and featured a series of coins to celebrate each of the 50 states. Released in 2001, the Kentucky Quarter is the 15th coin in this incredible series. The program was a groundbreaking success, not only for its celebration of each state but for the way it brought millions of new collectors into the world of coin collecting. Now, let's talk about the design. If you've seen the Kentucky Quarter, you'll immediately notice its eye-catching imagery. The reverse side of the coin features the state's most famous symbol, the thoroughbred horse. Kentucky has long been known for its horse racing, and this design perfectly captures the state's deep connection to this legendary sport. The horse is depicted in full stride, showcasing its strength, grace, and beauty, a fitting tribute to Kentucky's legacy in the equestrian world. Alongside the horse, you'll find the words, Commonwealth of Kentucky, along with the year, 2001, and E Pluribus Unum, reflecting the nation's unity, but the design isn't the only thing that makes this coin special. The Kentucky Quarter is also valuable for its historical significance. Kentucky, the 15th state to join the Union, has a rich and diverse history. From the Bluegrass Hills to the Kentucky Derby, this state has played an important role in shaping America's cultural identity. The coin not only celebrates the state's remarkable equestrian heritage but also its contribution to the country's growth and development. When you hold the Kentucky Quarter, you're holding a piece of American history, a coin that not only commemorates the state's entry into the Union in 1792 but also its lasting influence in areas like agriculture, politics, and, of course, horse racing. What truly makes the Kentucky Quarter stand out is its appeal to collectors who understand the value of both historical and cultural significance, as well as the beauty of the design. So, what exactly makes this coin valuable in today's market? Like many coins in the 50 State Quarters program, the Kentucky Quarter was minted in millions. However, it's not just the sheer number of coins produced that determines the value. It's the rarity and the condition of the coin that matter most. You see, coins that have been well preserved, especially those in mint condition or those that feature unique errors, can be worth a lot more than their face value. While most Kentucky Quarters are still relatively affordable in everyday markets, those that are in exceptionally pristine condition can fetch impressive prices among collectors. For example, a high-quality uncirculated Kentucky Quarter can easily become a prized possession, and as time goes on, its value tends to grow. Now, let's get to the really exciting part, the value of this coin. Over the years, coins from the 50 State Quarters program have become increasingly sought after. And when you look at the Kentucky Quarter, there's no exception. The combination of the thoroughbred horse design, the state's historical significance, and the coin's limited mintage make it a truly valuable collector's item. If you're lucky enough to own a Kentucky Quarter in pristine condition, you may be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, a Kentucky Quarter in top condition could easily be worth $120,000. That's right, $120,000. Can you imagine finding one of these rare, high-grade quarters tucked away in your collection or your pocket change? It's a coin that can turn your luck around, transforming what may seem like a simple quarter into a highly valuable, collectible piece of American history. This coin's worth is largely driven by its rarity in excellent condition and the immense popularity of the 50 State Quarters program. As the years go by, collectors continue to pursue these limited edition state quarters, and their value continues to climb. So, how can you determine whether you have one of these highly coveted quarters? Well, look closely at the condition. If the coin looks like it was never used, with no visible wear or damage, it could be considered uncirculated, a key factor in determining its worth. Additionally, if you spot any unique minting errors such as double strikes or misprints, you could be holding a true treasure. Coin collectors know that the pursuit of rare coins is part of the fun, and every coin has its own story to tell. The Kentucky Quarter is no exception. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer, this coin has the potential to become the centerpiece of your collection. And with its connection to Kentucky's rich cultural and historical heritage, it's no wonder that it continues to be a favorite among enthusiasts. Second rare coin, we're diving into a special edition of the United States $quarter coin that celebrates one of the most beautiful and serene national parks in the United States, the Ozark Riverways. Released in 2017, this quarter captures the essence of the park's natural beauty and rich history. Whether you're a coin enthusiast, a collector, or someone simply fascinated by unique pieces of Americana, this is a coin that holds both aesthetic and monetary value. The Ozark Riverways Quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series of coins that celebrates national parks and historic sites across the United States. This program, which began in 2010, is a way for the U.S. Mint to honor the nation's natural and cultural heritage. The Ozark Riverways Quarter, which honors the Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri, was part of the 2017 collection, and it's a standout piece for collectors. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see an incredibly detailed and evocative design, one that reflects the breathtaking beauty of the Ozark region. The image features the current river, which runs through the Ozark National Scenic Riverways, as well as rock formations and lush trees that line the water's edge. The river is depicted with a canoeist gently paddling down the water, highlighting the park's recreational activities, and the surrounding landscape perfectly captures the essence of this unique and tranquil environment. The design was crafted by artist Richard Masters and engraved by Joseph Mena. The scene on the Ozark Riverways Quarter is a beautiful representation of the park's natural wonders, inviting everyone who sees it to imagine the peaceful serenity of the river and the wilderness that surrounds it. The symbolism of water and nature is strong in this coin, making it not only a commemorative piece of currency but a work of art that transports you straight into the heart of the Ozarks. Ozark National Scenic Riverways, located in southeastern Missouri, is the first national park in the U.S. to protect a river system. The area is famous for its clear flowing rivers, towering bluffs, and abundant wildlife. The park is a popular destination for outdoor enthusiasts who enjoy canoeing, hiking, fishing, and exploring the caves in the area. By releasing the Ozark Riverways Quarter, the U.S. Mint has paid tribute to a park that holds a special place in the hearts of nature lovers and adventurers alike. But beyond the beauty and the history, this coin is especially valuable to collectors. As with all coins in the America the Beautiful Quarters program, the Ozark Riverways Quarter has become a sought-after piece for those who collect the series. The mintage numbers and the condition of the coin play a significant role in determining its value, and just like any rare collectible, the demand can fluctuate based on these factors. While millions of these quarters were initially produced, there are still those in the marketplace that are much rarer than others. The quality of the coin, whether it's an uncirculated specimen or has some unique characteristics, can dramatically impact its worth. For example, coins that are in pristine condition or those with mint errors are often highly sought after, commanding higher prices. Even a highly graded Ozark Riverways Quarter can be a valuable treasure for the right collector. Now, the burning question for most of you is probably, how much is this coin worth? Well, the price of a standard Ozark Riverways Quarter is just 25 cents, but in the right condition, especially if you have one in perfect mint state or one with a rare error, the value can soar. For an exceptionally rare and flawless example, one that has been well preserved and kept in mint condition, the coin can be worth a substantial amount. In fact, if you have an extremely rare and well-preserved Ozark Riverways Quarter, it could be worth $60,000. That's right, $60,000. Imagine finding this rare piece tucked away in your collection or even in your change jar. It's a coin that not only holds a deep connection to nature but can also transform your financial situation with its surprising value. Now, you may be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? There are a few key things to keep in mind when evaluating your Ozark Riverways Quarter. First, check its overall condition. If it's uncirculated, it means it's in pristine condition, having never been used in daily transactions. The second thing to watch for is unique minting errors, such as double strikes, die cracks, or other imperfections that might make your coin one of a kind. You also want to look for any special features that set your coin apart from the standard release. For example, certain editions that were struck with specific marks or that were part of certain limited runs may have a higher value. Always check for official certification from a recognized grading service if you believe your coin could be worth something extraordinary. Grading services assign a numerical value to a coin based on its condition, and coins with higher grades are generally more valuable. In the world of coin collecting, the beauty of coins like the Ozark Riverways quarter lies not just in the visual appeal but in the connection they offer to history, culture, and nature. This coin serves as a reminder of the stunning beauty of Missouri's Ozark National Scenic Riverways and the preservation of our country's natural treasures. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or a new enthusiast just starting out, the Ozark Riverways quarter could be the next big addition to your collection. Not only is it a beautiful piece of art, but it could also hold some unexpected financial rewards if you're lucky enough to own one of the rarest versions of this coin. Third expensive coin. One such piece is the United States of America $quarter coin from the Harper's Ferry series, minted in 2016. This particular coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which honors national parks and historic sites across the United States. But what makes this coin so interesting, and why should you care about it? Let's dive in and explore the history, design, and potential worth of this fascinating quarter. The Harper's Ferry quarter was released as part of a series that commemorates the Harper's Ferry National Historical Park. Located in West Virginia, Harper's Ferry is a place of tremendous historical importance. The town itself is known for its role in the Civil War, its strategic location at the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers, and the pivotal event of John Brown's raid in 1859, a key moment in the history of the United States. Harper's Ferry is also home to the United States Armory and Arsenal, a site of great importance during the Industrial Revolution. For history buffs, this coin is a treasure trove of American heritage captured in the form of currency. When you look at the reverse side of the Harper's Ferry quarter, you'll be taken aback by the detailed and stunning design. The coin beautifully depicts a scene that combines nature, history, and culture in one neat package. On this side, you see a depiction of John Brown's fort, an iconic structure at Harper's Ferry that has become synonymous with the raid and the broader fight against slavery. The fort stands proudly, surrounded by scenic landscapes, with the Shenandoah River flowing gently nearby. The design masterfully integrates the historical elements of the fort with the natural beauty of the region. This design was created by artist Emily Damstraw, whose intricate and thoughtful work helps bring history to life. The coin itself is a visual masterpiece, evoking both the struggles and triumphs of the past. It's more than just a coin, it's a piece of history, carrying with it the weight of America's journey toward equality and freedom. The Harper's Ferry National Historical Park is a place where history is preserved, where visitors can walk through the same streets and explore the same buildings that played a role in shaping the nation. The quarter commemorates all of that, focusing on one specific chapter, but also reflecting the broader story of American perseverance and growth. Now, let's talk about the value of the Harper's Ferry quarter. The standard face value of this coin is, of course, 25 cents, but we know that in the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition can increase a coin's value exponentially. The Harper's Ferry quarter was minted in large quantities, like many of the coins in the America the Beautiful series, which means that most of them are still widely circulated. However, there are certain factors that can make a coin far more valuable than its initial mintage value. For starters, the condition of the coin is crucial. A quarter in mint condition, no signs of wear, scratches, or damage, will hold a higher value compared to a coin that has been circulated. Many collectors look for uncirculated coins that were carefully preserved right from the mint. Then, there's the issue of rarity. Some quarters, especially those with particular minting errors or limited production, are much rarer than others and will fetch much higher prices on the market. For the Harper's Ferry quarter, the value can increase dramatically depending on these factors. If you have a coin that's in pristine condition, or if it features a rare minting error, such as double strikes or die breaks, it could be worth a small fortune. Collectors are particularly interested in limited edition versions of this coin, especially those released in small batches or part of special commemorative sets. The highest price a Harper's Ferry quarter has been known to command can be as high as $45,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $45,000. While most of the coins on the market today are worth a few dollars at best, a pristine, error-free version of this coin can fetch a significant amount of money. And that's what makes coin collecting such an exciting hobby, finding hidden treasures that could make you a considerable return on your investment. So, how do you know if your Harper's Ferry quarter is one of those rare, high-value coins? It's all about grading. The coin grading process evaluates a coin's condition, assigning it a grade that reflects its overall quality. Coins graded MS-70, mint state, are considered to be in perfect condition, and these are the ones that can be worth a substantial amount. Coins with mint errors or special features might also be sought after by collectors, and that can drive up their price as well. If you're interested in selling a coin like the Harper's Ferry quarter, it's always a good idea to get it professionally graded by services such as PCGS or NGC. They'll provide a precise assessment of the coin's value based on its condition and any unique features it might have. This certification helps boost the confidence of potential buyers, ensuring that they know exactly what they're getting. So, if you happen to come across a Harper's Ferry quarter, or if you already have one in your collection, remember, it's not just a beautiful coin, it could be a valuable asset as well. The historical significance, the artistry of the design, and the potential rarity of certain specimens all come together to make this coin a coveted collectible. Especially, we're going to talk about one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in the United States history, the United States $quarter coin, specifically the Wamping quarter from 1890 to 2007. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about this particular coin? After all, it's just a quarter, right? Well, as coin collectors know, there's far more than meets the eye when it comes to these small pieces of currency. The Wamping quarter has a fascinating backstory and incredible value that might just blow your mind when you hear the final price of this coin. Before we get into the value, let's take a deeper dive into the history and significance of this quarter. The Wamping quarter is a part of the Statehood Quarter series, a program that began in 1999 and continued until 2008. This series was created to honor each of the 50 states of the United States by featuring a unique design on the reverse side of the quarter for each state. These designs celebrate the distinctive history, culture, and natural beauty of each state, and the Wamping quarter is no exception. Although the Wamping quarter isn't necessarily tied to one specific state, it is part of the series of coins that commemorates the nation's rich history and its progression. What makes this coin so unique is that it features an image that reflects one of the most significant milestones in the country's development. While the exact design might vary depending on the mint and year, many collectors have been drawn to its distinctive elements. On one side, you'll notice the classic portrait of George Washington, which has adorned American quarters since 1932. On the reverse side, the coin displays a symbol of America's unity, often featuring an image of the Wamping willow tree, a symbol representing strength, resilience, and the country's enduring nature. The Wamping willow tree, part of American folklore, ties directly into the themes of survival and growth that have defined this great nation since its inception, but what truly sets this coin apart is its rarity. Due to its limited release, its symbolic meaning, and the fact that it was minted during a unique time in American coinage history, the Wamping quarter has become highly sought after by collectors. People all over the world are looking for this special coin to add to their collections, and they are willing to pay a premium for a coin that is in pristine condition or has a rare minting error. Now, let's dive into the monetary value of the Wamping quarter. While most quarters are worth just 25 cents, certain coins in the Statehood series, like this one, can be worth a great deal more. Coin collectors and investors alike seek out coins like the Wamping quarter because they know that rarity, condition, and historical significance can drive the value through the roof. A coin's worth can fluctuate depending on these factors, but the Wamping quarter has gained a reputation for being valuable. If you happen to come across a Wamping quarter that is in mint condition, you could be holding a highly valuable asset. Coins with unique features, such as misprints, rare variations, or errors in the minting process, can command astronomical prices. That's because collectors are always on the hunt for those exceptional pieces that stand out from the rest. And when we're talking about the Wamping quarter, some of these rare specimens can fetch incredible amounts. So, how much could your Wamping quarter be worth? Well, if you happen to own one of these rare quarters in perfect, uncirculated condition, you might be in for a surprise. With its historical value, rarity, and significance, some Wamping quarters have been known to sell for staggering prices. In fact, certain coins from this series have sold for as much as $70,000. Yes, you heard that right, $70,000 for a single quarter. This price can be achieved by those lucky enough to find a coin that is perfectly preserved, with no signs of wear and no scratches. Additionally, limited edition variations of this coin, particularly those with minting errors or special features, can see their value skyrocket on the secondary market. For example, a misstruck quarter, one that has been incorrectly stamped or that features multiple impressions, can make it more desirable to collectors. These errors are often rare and highly prized in the world of coin collecting. Another way to increase the value of this coin is by having it professionally graded. A coin that receives a high grade from a professional grading service, such as PCGS or NGC, will generally command a much higher price. If you're thinking of selling your Wamping quarter, or if you're just curious about its worth, it's important to get an expert evaluation. Coin dealers, appraisers, or professional grading services can help you determine if your coin is worth a lot more than its face value. And who knows? You could be sitting on a small fortune. In conclusion, the Wamping quarter is much more than just a coin. It is a piece of American history, a symbol of the country's resilience, and a treasure that has the potential to bring you an unexpected windfall. With its rich history, artistic design, and rare specimens, this quarter is one of the most sought-after pieces for collectors today. Next coin, we are exploring the fascinating and highly valuable United States $quarter coin, specifically the Effigy Mounds 2017D. If you've ever wondered how a seemingly ordinary coin could be worth thousands of dollars, you're in for a real treat. First, let's get into what makes the Effigy Mounds quarter so special. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that began in 2010 and features national parks and historic sites from across the United States. Each coin in this series has a unique design representing the culture, history, and natural beauty of its respective site. The Effigy Mounds quarter, issued in 2017, is dedicated to the Effigy Mounds National Monument located in Iowa. The Effigy Mounds is a place of great historical significance, home to prehistoric Native American burial mounds shaped like animals, such as birds and bears. These mounds are believed to have been constructed by ancient Native American cultures over 1,000 years ago. The designs on the quarter reflect this rich history. The reverse side of the 2017 Effigy Mounds quarter features an image of the mounds themselves, shaped like animals and symbolizing the deep connection between the land and its indigenous peoples. What makes this particular coin so captivating is not just its historical value, but its rarity and how the coin has captured the attention of collectors. The quarter features an intricate design, which is a key element in making it a highly sought-after piece for numismatists. The effort put into the artistic details, combined with the importance of the site it represents, makes the Effigy Mounds quarter a valuable item to have in any collection. But here's where things get even more interesting. While most people think of a quarter as worth just 25 cents, the Effigy Mounds 2017D quarter has an increased market value for a number of reasons. First, as we mentioned, the America the Beautiful Quarters program has been incredibly popular. Coins from this series, especially those with limited mintage, unique errors, or special editions, have been known to increase in value over time. The 2017D Effigy Mounds quarter is a coin that stands out due to its mintage, as well as the historical significance of the monument it represents. Coins like this one can rise in value, especially when they are in mint condition, meaning they've been preserved in pristine condition with no wear, scratches, or discoloration. Coins that have never been circulated or have been carefully stored are often more valuable to collectors. One key factor that adds value to this coin is its limited availability. Not every coin in the America the Beautiful series is produced in large quantities. This makes the Effigy Mounds quarter even more desirable for those seeking to complete their collection of quarters honoring national parks and historic sites. When a coin is produced in limited numbers, it becomes much harder to find, and demand from collectors grows. As the years go by, the rarity of these coins increases, often leading to substantial price hikes. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for well-preserved coins that feature unique characteristics. For instance, proof versions of this coin, those that have been specially minted for collectors and are in flawless condition, tend to carry a much higher price. Coins that are marked by error minting, such as double die impressions or off-center strikes, can skyrocket in value. If you happen to own an Effigy Mounds quarter that has one of these rarities, you might be sitting on a goldmine. If you take a look at the current market for coins from the America the Beautiful series, you'll find that the Effigy Mounds quarter is regularly sold for impressive prices. The exact value can fluctuate depending on the condition of the coin and any unique attributes it may have. Some coins have been known to fetch prices in the thousands of dollars when they're in pristine condition or have rare features. As far as price goes, the Effigy Mounds 2017 D quarter could be worth anywhere from a few dollars to an incredible amount for the right collector. So, how much could you expect to sell it for? Depending on the market and the condition of your coin, a well-preserved, high-quality version of this coin could easily fetch $33,000. Yes, you heard that right. $33,000 for a single quarter. This price is not typical for a regular quarter, but it is attainable if the coin is in top-tier condition, especially if it features a rare minting error, or if it is part of a collector's series that is becoming harder to find. Imagine having a simple 25-cent coin worth $33,000 in your collection. That's the magic of numismatics, the world of coin collecting, where the right find can make you a lot of money. If you happen to stumble upon one of these rare coins, don't just toss it aside. Instead, consider having it appraised or graded by a professional numismatist. They can help you determine its true market value and, in some cases, even point out hidden features that could make it even more valuable. Last unique coin, we're diving into a remarkable and highly sought-after piece, the United States $quarter coin West Virginia 1863 to 2005 D. If you've ever wondered how certain quarters can go from being ordinary pocket change to extremely valuable treasures, you're in for a treat. Let's uncover the history, significance, and value of this stunning coin. The West Virginia quarter, released in 2005, is part of the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was a monumental effort by the U.S. Mint to honor each of the 50 states, with each state getting its own quarter design. The West Virginia quarter is a shining example of how a piece of currency can encapsulate the spirit and heritage of an entire state. What makes the West Virginia quarter so unique is the powerful symbolism behind its design. The quarter features an image of Appalachian Mountains with a bird in flight above them, symbolizing the state's breathtaking natural beauty. The inscription on the coin, Montani Semper Liberi, which translates to "Mountaineers are always free," further encapsulates the spirit of independence and resilience that West Virginians are known for. The design captures the essence of the state's rugged landscape and the people who have historically called it home. But let's dig deeper into why this quarter has become so valuable to collectors and investors. Like many other coins from the 50-state quarters program, the West Virginia quarter is admired not only for its historical and cultural significance but also for its potential rarity and special features. While this quarter was minted in large quantities, there are certain factors that can make it much more valuable than you might expect. The mint mark D on the West Virginia quarter means it was struck in Denver, and certain coins from this mint have been found in exceptionally good condition, making them highly coveted by collectors. When it comes to rare coins, condition is everything. Coins that have been well preserved, with no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, are far more valuable than those that have been circulated. So, if you happen to own a West Virginia quarter that looks like it was just minted, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Another reason the West Virginia quarter has become such a valuable find is its place in the 50-state quarters program. These quarters were not only a fun way to celebrate each state, but they also became highly collectible as part of a limited-time series. As time has passed, certain coins from this program, especially those in mint condition or with special minting errors, have appreciated significantly in value. It's the law of supply and demand. With a limited supply of these high-quality coins still circulating, their value continues to rise. Now, you may be wondering, how much is the West Virginia quarter 1863 to 2005 D really worth? As you probably know, not every coin is worth a fortune. However, well-preserved quarters that are error-free or in perfect condition can fetch impressive prices. For instance, if you have a quarter that has been graded as MS 70, the highest grade for coins that are as close to perfect as possible, it could easily sell for thousands of dollars. but the story doesn't end there. Over the years, collectors have gone crazy for low mintage coins, rare die varieties, and uncirculated coins. Sometimes, even coins that are a bit worn but have significant historical value or rarity can command a substantial price. And if you happen to have a West Virginia quarter that has been error minted, such as a misaligned die or doubled lettering, you might be holding on to a truly unique treasure. In recent years, there have been reports of the West Virginia quarter being sold for impressive amounts, especially when it comes in pristine condition. Coins that have never been circulated or have been carefully stored in protective holders have become increasingly rare and sought after. As collectors continue to search for these gems, the prices continue to rise. So, what is the actual value of the West Virginia 1863 to 2005 D quarter? If you have a coin that is in perfect condition, it could potentially fetch a significant amount. With rarity and quality being key factors, the West Virginia quarter is worth anywhere between a few dollars to $50,000. Yes, you heard that right, $50,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing to think that something as small as a quarter, a coin that most of us overlook in our pockets every day, could be worth such a large sum. The West Virginia quarter is not only a beautiful representation of the state's history, but it is also a valuable asset for those lucky enough to own one in perfect condition or with a special feature. If you happen to come across a West Virginia quarter, take a closer look. It could be worth much more than the 25 cents you might expect. Coins like this one remind us that the world of numismatics, coin collecting, is full of hidden treasures just waiting to be discovered. So, whether you're just beginning to build your coin collection or you're a seasoned collector, don't overlook the West Virginia quarter 1863 to 2005 D. With its historical significance, artistic beauty, and potential for rare finds, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye on. Happy collecting, and who knows, you might just be the next lucky person to stumble upon a $50,000 quarter.